Hello, Accounting 2200 students. I wanted to spend a quick minute just giving you some background on project number 1 and specifically how to use Excel. You've already been tasked with setting up your blank template. You've also been given your list of transactions. If you want to proceed forward before we have class on Monday, then I advise you to listen to the rest of this video. These are the instructions. And part of the instructions that we have not talked about yet is in this section here called Using Excel. All of this work, as you know, is being done in Excel. You'll have one Excel file, but you'll use multiple sheets down below to capture all your different journal entry, financial statement impact sheets for January, February, March, T accounts, trial balance, financials, all of that. The key thing here is we are not going to hard code. We will have all of these spreadsheets linked with cell references whenever possible. And so I want to spend a minute making sure that you're clear on what those cell references would be. So if we take a look out at our Eagle Golf Academy, here's where you could have your transaction description, right? Issuing common stock. We have our debit to cash. We have our credit to common stock. Now, when you click on these journal entry numbers, you can see up here that this is a raw number. 25000 is what I typed in. This is the only place that you should be hard coding a number. After this, everything else should be a cell reference to the column for debit and the column for credit. For example, here I am in cash. I want to show that cash has just gone up. I would click equals, click on that cash debit, enter, and it brings over the 25,000. When you click on the 25,000 and you look up here in the formula bar, you no longer see a 25000. Instead, you see a cell reference to E5. Here's E, here's 5. It's this cell. And this is great because I could change my mind and make this 40,000 and it automatically flows down. So all of your work here should be cell references. The common stock account also increased, so we can do equals, grab the common stock account, and that went up. Let's try another one that is maybe a little bit more difficult. So in this case, look down here where we are paying $2,800 for salaries. We have a debit to salary expense and we have a credit to cash. Okay, so cash is now going down. So I need this number to be a negative number. But instead of typing in negative 2800, I want a negative cell reference. So I can do equal, minus sign, then I click on that credit to cash, and now I have a negative 2,800. Let's follow that across. We also need to put an entry in salary expense. So I'll come over here to salary expense and I'll say equal salary expense. That just went up 2,800. But because that is an expense, our net income impact column needs to be completed as well. Equals negative 2,800. So again, the benefit here is should I change this for whatever reason, $4,000, all of my other entries now change and flow through. The other thing you should be using is formulas for your subtotals. So in this case, if I wanted to total up what was going on in cash, there's lots of ways to do subtotals or adding up a column. I'll do mine like this, equal sum, open parenthesis, grab that whole column, close parenthesis, hit enter, and now it is 21,000. And again, should I change this back to some other number, right? It has changed my cell references across, but it also then updates my totals automatically. We will be doing these cell references within the spreadsheet and from one sheet to another. So let's say You created a new sheet here and you're going to put your balance sheet for Eagle. I might type in the word assets. I might type in the first asset of cash. Instead of hard coding in a number, I will click equal, go back to that final subtotal, bring in the cash number. We will use cell references within your financial statement impact sheet and across the sheets on the bottom. We'll talk more about this in class, but I wanted you to hear this and see this in case you start your project early over the weekend. Thank you.